Sorry, y'all. Super late. Super late. Yeah, super late. Ooh, my bad. Hey, hi, hello. How are you? Meister Chewy here. Pronouns they, them, she, her. Friendly neighborhood, non-binary. Yeah, we're here with another episode of Wake Up Wednesday. Um, is your Blahaj ready? Yeah, that's what I named the because Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride. It's that time. It's that time again. It's that time again. Let's celebrate.
I'm gonna say it real. Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like a frog. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Turn
Thank you, a lad named Geoff Ivy. Oh God, like I swear to God, for the longest time, I thought that dude was a character. I thought it was a bit. I didn't think he was a real person. I didn't think that was actually him. Like, but that's actually him. That's actually him. I figured we wouldn't do all doom and gloom news because it's Pride. By the way, we're gonna do a few Pride things. Happy Pride, yay! Things before we get into it to, you know, have fun. Because honestly, yeah, it's originally a protest, and well, we're already protesting every fucking day as is. So we're gonna do the fun part more. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the fun part more. Um, because then every other day it's a protest. I feel like. So here we are. But yeah, that shit's fucking hilarious. Oh my God, like he said, see, as it's Pride Month, time to bring this banger back. Oh God, that shit's so good. And then there's this. This shit's hilarious.
Hello?
Hey, Unc.
Hello, Nicole. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to tell you, though, real quick, that I'm gay.
What? Nicole, what is this? Every year you tell me you're gay. What is wrong with you? I already know you're gay. What's going on? Why are you telling me this?
I just wanted to say I'm gay, like gay, date women.
I know
again.
you are. I already know you're gay. I know. They, them, she. I know.
She.
It's okay. I accept you. But you have to. Every year you tell me the same thing. I know.
All right, that's it.
Okay, I love you.
Love you, bye.
And happy Pride, okay? Don't call me again.
Oh my God, that's so cute. I love that so much. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like that kind of reminds me of like couple family members I have that like they think they can't come out. Um and like they've told me, of course, obviously, because obviously they feel safe telling me. And I don't know if that's her same situation either, right? But like, like she's played it up like it's her first time telling it, right? So it's kind of like that similar situation to me, because it's like whenever like they talk about it like all timid like and everything, it's like I'm not the one that you have a problem with. Like you don't have to talk to me like that. So like it kind of like it's even funnier to me because like I feel like I have this sort of connection to that. Like it's like, oh my God, like no, like calm down, like Jesus. But I know it's all a joke for her, but like he doesn't get it, right? Like he's just like, why are you telling me again? What is going on? Are you okay? What's going on? Oh, that shit's so good. And then here's a little military humor.
In a United States, you cannot support the United States military if you don't support Pride, because the gayest place I've ever been was in a United States Marine Corps infantry barracks. I'm just, hey, you cannot support.
And then in the comments was really hilarious. A bunch of other cis men in other branches say various gay comments that were said in their branch, and then like various other people, like somebody said like, oh, the gayest place is a coal mines, and then like the other guy was like, gayest place is the locker room. So it's like I've made jokes that the Brotherhood is pretty homoerotic to begin with, so so it's pretty funny that they're all saying this. They're certainly aware of it. They're certainly aware of it, but the manosphere, I don't know if they're aware that some of the shit that they do is pretty fucking gay. So how could you have a problem with Pride Month when the shit you do is pretty, like, oh my god, I wish I had that shit about Donald Trump. And like he apparently has said so many interesting compliments about several cis men that are much nicer than any compliments he makes about women. Let's just say that. Let's just Mango Magoo has made very, very, very detailed and wonderful statements about, you know, specimen of men, if you will. Because I believe he did even say that one time, you're a specimen. I believe, like, people are going to say he didn't say that. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did. You can ask old Ladybug himself. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. Oh my god, that shit's fucking hilarious. And then we got like one more. This shit's funny too.
You a good witch, or a bad witch? Who, me? I'm not a witch at all. I'm a bad witch. You a good witch, or a bad witch?
I gotta watch it again. That
I'm not a
shit's
witch at
so
all.
good. That's so good. I followed
good
him after
witch
that.
or a
I was
bad
like,
witch?
oh my god, I fucking love that. I followed him immediately after that. I was like, that's so goddamn good. That's so goddamn good. You cannot deny that fabulousness. Like that is peak. It's peak. Chef's kiss. That gets the chef kiss out of all of those, in my opinion. That's why I saved it for last. that was. Wait, I didn't follow them. I could have sworn I followed them. It's been weird. Threads has been weird like that. Like, because I saw what is it, Brandon on tour. I believe that's what his name is. Famous account. Well, I mean, social media famous, right? Um, that's like a Substack and all that shit. Like he said recently that like people have been getting kicked out of his followers list just randomly. Um, and I've noticed that when I go to like some shit sometimes, like it doesn't actually register. So maybe it didn't register when I followed them. I don't fucking know. I'm following them now. Actually, let me look and see. Yeah, I'm still following you. I could have sworn, yes, I did follow you. Um, mm, okay. But anyways, let's get. I know I put the hashtag civil rights on there, and we need to stay woke, y'all. We need to stay woke. Woke was coined during the civil rights movement. So let's talk about. Okay, I'm going to preface Delaney Hall. If you don't know about Delaney Hall is one of the several detention centers that are holding immigrants who are undocumented and documented ones as well. It is mostly they're illegal detentions as usual, and I don't give a fuck what you have to say about that. That is a fact. It is known. Most of these people should get their time in court to prove that they should not be incarcerated, but they are intentionally holding up those court dates because they know they shouldn't be having those people in there. Um, these people are in there, same reason why people get incarcerated in the prison system. It's labor. They have them doing labor. They're literally making money off of these people. They don't want to deport these people. That's not what their mission is. I'm telling you that right freaking now. it's not to deport these people. It is, sorry, I'm turning the light up. It is to get labor out of them. To what was what that one guy say? Sweat equity. Get some motherfucking sweat equity out of them. God damn, that's what old overseer himself said. That piece of shit, slave driver motherfucker. I don't even remember his name, and I'm not gonna give him a platform. I wouldn't say his name if I did remember it. I should remember just in case to fucking know who the enemy is. But um, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't repeat it even if I fucking did. Um, but that's what it is. They're being run by the Geo Group. The Geo Group is a private system. The detention centers are a private system. They're not actually run by the state. They're contracted with the federal government. So they're not actually run by the federal government either. Like I said, they're run by Geo Group, which is basically a fucking prison company who already has problems as is. They have court cases. They've lost contracts in I forget where, but they've lost a couple of prison contracts already because they have contracts in our actual prison system. Obviously, that's what it said. It's a prison company. California's trying to get them out of there completely for these very reasons that are going on here in Delaney. Abuse, death, food problems, just abhorrent conditions. Like they're not being treated like human beings, essentially. Their rights have been taken away. They're using them as labor and not taking care of these people appropriately. Like medical care is not being done properly. Like kids are getting raped. Kids, sorry, let me specify. Kids and adults are getting raped. There, as far as I know, this is the detention center where there are teenage girls who are being raped and impregnated. Like they're getting pregnant while they're in there. Obviously, they're getting raped. That's obvious that that's happening if that's the case. Like this is it's insane in here. It's insane in here, and the people have gone on strike, labor and hunger strike, because specifically the food has infestation. There's bugs and all kinds of shit in there. It's crazy. Like they can't eat the food. It's not even a matter of they're not eating the food. They can't even eat the fucking food, really. Right? They literally like they were saying like they were going to force feed these people because of course they want them to be functional to be labor, right? Like they don't want them to die off, really. Like they are dying, but they don't want them to die off because they want to keep them working, right? So they were saying they were going to force feed them at one point, right? There's rumors of that. Because of course there's people getting information out from the inside, right? Like there's people who will still work there but know that what's going on is not okay. So they're telling people on the outside, yo, this shit's fucking going on in there, man. But anyways, it's insane. It's beyond ridiculous. Um, and that's why recently you're seeing more eyes on the protests that have been going on for quite some time. Like these aren't new protests. Like these have been going on for like a year now since it's been open, right? Um, but we're getting eyes on a lot of eyes on there again right now, specifically because of the conditions are I don't necessarily know if I should say worse than ever, but they're actually going on strike and really crying out for help, right? Demanding to see the governor, who is a Democrat, by the way, who is a Democrat, not to bash on Democrats, right? Like I said, vote blue or just don't vote. I said don't vote for a do nothing Democrat. That's what I said, right? I said don't vote for a do nothing Democrat. This is a do nothing Democrat, right? Like she's sided with the police that actually attacked protesters one night with or without cause. They wanted them to clear out because there was a curfew. Of course, they didn't all clear out. And they arrested not only protesters, but also press that couldn't properly identify. They were still press. They just couldn't properly identify, which I guess that's kind of on them. But still, that's wild to be like, oh, you're not press when I know on a different occasion, people who technically aren't major media press got to be got privilege of major media press. Let me just put it that way. So when it's time to arrest, we're gonna arrest them. But when everything's okay, you're gonna let them do. I don't know. It's kind of that's a bit ridiculous, but I digress on that. But yeah, that's what's going on with Delaney. If you didn't know, Delaney Hall, it's a very terrible. Oh, that Geo Group. Yeah, I was talking about Geo Group. Geo Group is a terrible company that when we say the prison system should be shut down, it's nothing but a for-profit situation. It's because of companies like this. Like all they care about is making money out of these people. They don't care about reforming anyone, making them a better people at all. The conditions actually make them worse and lead to them coming back. And I think they know that. Like that's intentional because once again they want them in there making money off of them, especially if this was somebody who probably shouldn't even have been in there in the first place because they really had like a non-violent crime and they shouldn't even be in prison. It's just they're only in prison because a war on drugs or some other fucking shit. um but yeah, real bad people. They're in charge. um but yeah, let's watch the video. I've already talked too much.
Only from 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. So today, June 2nd, 2026, here's a Delaney Hall update as fast as I can possibly do it. Newark Mayor Ross Baraka just held a press conference. During that press conference, he condemned the actions of the New Jersey State Police and their response to protests outside Delaney Hall over the weekend. He said they were not well trained, they were not equipped for this job, and now Newark Police Department has taken over the jurisdiction in the area surrounding Delaney Hall, and they will be responsible for public safety. Over the weekend, the road that Delaney Hall sits on, Dormis Avenue, was shut down. It seems like since then, the city has been working to make the road safer for people to protest by adding a cement barrier between the two lanes, because we did see people being pushed into oncoming traffic by ICE agents who are not supposed to be there. He said that the 9 p.m. curfew that he initiated will be lifted tonight, and people will be allowed to peacefully protest in front of Delaney Hall once again. He also announced that he will be expanding his lawsuit. For the last year, the city of Newark has been in litigation with the Geo Group trying to get the facility shut down because they're operating without proper permitting or coding. Last year, Newark Mayor Ross Baraka was arrested when he tried to visit Delaney Hall. They arrested him for trespassing because he was threatening to get the facility shut down. He reminded people that Delaney Hall is not a federal facility. It's a privately run facility owned by a private prison contractor who has a contract with the federal government, but they do not have any federal employees, and it is not run by the federal government. Meanwhile, Governor Mikey Sherrill has doubled down on the actions of the New Jersey State Police. She said that the steps that they took over the weekend were completely necessary, even though they arrested dozens of peaceful protesters and members of the press, shooting us with pepper bullets and tear gas. She says that she is working to shut down Delaney Hall, but she was not present at Mayor Ross Baraka's press conference today. This week, she's been celebrating the fact that the Department of Homeland Security promised her that they would reinstate visitations for families of detainees inside Delaney Hall, but she didn't mention the fact that it was so limited that only 2 of the units inside were allowed visitations, and on Sunday, only 5 families were allowed to visit their loved ones. Unit 2, the unit where the hunger strike began and where detainees were beaten up by ICE agents last week, remains shut down. Neither the Department of Health or members of Congress have been allowed to visit Unit 2 for almost a week now. Their visitations are supposed to be reinstated tomorrow, but only from 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., so it's unclear how many families will actually be able to see their loved ones. At the same time, the hunger strike inside Delaney Hall continues to go on. It has been over a week and a half, and their demands have not been met. The demands of the detainees inside Delaney Hall are that Mikey Sherrill be allowed to visit, that their cases be accurately reviewed, that the elderly, the sick, and the young be immediately released, that a doctor be allowed into Delaney Hall to check on the detainees in Unit 2, and that the facility be shut down. That's what's happening right now. I will be back with more updates when I have them. Hey, it's Kevin. It's Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020.
So it's pretty good that there are people on the side of justice like Baraka. He has had a lawsuit going on for quite some time. But that's the thing. The lawsuit's been going on for quite some time. It seems that the justice system involving this detention center all of a sudden wants to run at a fucking snail's pace, but then when we want to cut up maps, we can do that lickety fucking split, right? Like, I don't understand this shit. Please make it make sense. Why is it taking so long? This motherfucker's an elected official and his lawsuit's taking forever. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Like, you arrested him. You, a private company. You arrested him. Oh, well, we're federal. What? Well, we're ICE. We're federal. But that prison system is, or detention center, sorry, is run by a prison company. That's a private company. But we're federal agents, so we can arrest him. Because he's trying to come in and look in a facility that's in his district that really and truly is an illegal center. What law did he break? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. That's right. That's why nothing happened. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. What is going on? What is going on here? Like, geez, I don't even fucking know. But no, this individual right here, here's why. Kevin, wonderful journalist, who was at Delaney quite a few times, protesting and covering the story. Be sure to follow them, please. They are delightful.
Another unqualified white guy. Last year, when Trump came into office complaining that diversity, equity, and inclusion were filling the government with unqualified black people and women. Well, today he just added another unqualified white guy to his cabinet. Meet Bill Pulte, the acting director of national intelligence with no national security experience. His only qualification seems to be that he's a white guy willing to do anything for Donald Trump. He's the guy who sent those criminal referrals to the Justice Department against New York Attorney General Letitia James and Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, two black women Trump despises. Trump was the first president in U.S. history elected with no experience in government or military, and in his second term, he became the first criminal to hold the office. Meanwhile, J.D. Vance was elected vice president with only 1 full year of government experience. Imagine what they would say if that was Kamala Harris. Trump's cabinet is filled with incompetent cronies. Whiskey Pete Hegseth, the Fox News host who loves firing black and female military officers. Todd Blanche, Trump's crooked personal lawyer who tried to open a $1.8 billion slush fund for him. Sean Duffy, the other former reality TV star. And Linda McMahon, the professional wrestling CEO running the Department of Education. She's lucky she still has a job because the women are dropping like flies. Kristi Noem, Pam Bondi, Tulsi Gabbard, and Lori Chavez
top last year.
But Trump
not
won't trust a white man no matter how badly he screws up. It's meritocracy for us, but mediocrity for them.
Wrestling CEO? Like professional? Not even like Olympic wrestling.
Remember last year when Trump came into office complaining that
that one kills me. Like Stephanie McMahon, not even an Olympic like wrestling like manager, professional wrestling, entertainment wrestling. And then education. What? Are we bringing back the arts? Is that what this is? Is she going to bring back theater? Is theater going to be a bigger thing? I can't. What? What do you mean? Oh. But anyways, yeah, DEI, right? DEI, just an FYI. The demographic that benefited from DEI the most was white women. So the demographic that got hurt the most from it going away was their counterpart. Not us people of color. Not black people. Not Latin people. Not Asian people of any sort who are non-white. Not European people of any sort who are not white. White women were hurt the most from DEI being dismantled. Now, mind you, there's several companies that still have a DEI department. What the fuck just happened? Have a DEI department and will proceed to by the way, Keith Boykin, follow them. They're awesome. Yeah, there's several companies that still have DEI and follow DEI. Now, mind you, it's some of them. It's still a PR stunt, really, because I currently have a discrimination suit against a former employer that says they still have DEI, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, DEI apparently is now, it's not gone. It's not gone. It's just, as you saw, it's in their favor now, right? Like they say DEI is gone, but no, DEI is in their favor now. DEI just comes in a different form. DEI just comes in a different form. What they call DEI, right? Because in DEI in their mind is just, a few groups benefiting, not everyone benefiting, right? Their definition of DEI is a few groups benefiting, and them suffering. Oh, they took our jobs. They took our jobs. As many people have said, they look at qualifications first, and then sorry, they judge based off of equity. And if you don't happen to match up because you grew up in the participation trophy era and you're not part of the demographic that overachieves generally, because we've been taught to generally overachieve in our professional lives because we have to stand out, and you're living in mediocrity, well, I don't think anybody took your job. I don't think anybody took your job. I don't think that's what happened. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, it's just that just I should have pulled up the one video where this dude who's now head of national intelligence, his like, I guess, announcement little conference thing, like somebody got slapped. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy real people. I try to be as real as possible. That's why I like during these podcast situations, I try not to be funny. I try to be serious. But like I try to be real as possible while I'm doing this. Um, but I do also enjoy content creators that can have a sense of humor too. And a dildo slapping somebody in the face can be funny. It can be funny. But in this scenario, you're the director of national intelligence. So this is your, hey, I'm here, guys. I'm here to, champion America to a new fucking era. That I don't. This is not the place. This is not the place to be slapping anybody in the face with a dildo. Nor should we be discussing, what was it, a little figurine that had a tramp stamp and said only the young. So I guess it was like it was like a person, and I guess this is his type. And I don't. And then they say we're all about sex. That's what they say. I've literally had that in comments of a post I had that I made, where they're like, Democrats, you're just vile and disgusting and all about sex, because it was a sexual humor post. Hello, I mean, I'm part of the gay community. Like, what? Huh? What? I'm not a Democrat, for one. That's not where it's coming from. The gay community enjoys sexual humor. We're not disgusted by those things. Like, what? Like, come on. And it was very simple too. It was very simple. It wasn't even anything like, it wasn't even like my worst. Okay. So like, it was just like, oh my God. And then this guy, You got the nerve to be like, you Democrats make it always about sex. Always about sex. You hate it. Ow. And this guy's up on stage slapping somebody. Well, it wasn't him slapping somebody with a dildo, but his MC was slapping somebody with a dildo. And then, like I said, he proceeded to talk to this guy about some little statue, some little figurine that I guess represented his desire, if you will. Director of National Intelligence, everybody. Director of National Intelligence. Son of a bitch. And then there's this.
The Secretary, unlike the board and the senators, proceed to vote of all.
President, I waive close.
The Secretary, unlike the board, the Secretary, unlike the board and the senators, proceed to vote of all senators voted. Of all senators.
Look at it. They're so excited. So excited. All of them fucking voting yes.
All right, I'd like the board to record the vote.
30 yeas, 8 nays, Mr.
8
President.
nays.
So the
Remember
bill
those
passes.
nays, y'all. Those people
President,
have fucking sense and class. So, it's going to the ballot in November, because these people don't give two fucking shits about actually doing anything to make this place better. Property taxes. They're trying to get rid of property taxes. You know, the part of the thing that makes up the economy. And then we have a surplus. We have a surplus, like I said in my post, I was like, we have a surplus, like it's like 2-point-something billion or something that we already don't do anything with. Why? What? So you're taking less money away? Because you don't, why? Because you don't use the money that you have? Like you can't figure out what to spend money on? There's so many things that we need here in Florida. So many things that need to be reformed. So many things that need an upgrade. And we're swimming in money, basically. And trying to bring less money into the government and still not fix a good goddamn thing. Like potholes I've seen for years. And they just want to be like, oh, well, there's a hotline you call, and then they come and they fix it. Not always, but beyond that, there's a lot of things that we need. Like the whole denying a rail system over and over and over again. What is that? That makes no fucking sense. Our unemployment system. Our unemployment system is terrible. I've said this several times. Our unemployment system is terrible. Like other places, like they provide you with an actual wage. Like it's an actual wage substitution. Like here, it's not a wage substitution. It's really not. It's really not. Like you technically have to find a job. Like you can't survive off of unemployment. You really can't. Our medical system is atrocious. Hello, remember, like this was years ago, but like, you know, we had that one guy in a major hospital that they left an instrument inside of them. This is a very long time ago, but still, like, this is a prime example. Like, don't get me wrong. There's all kinds of mishaps that have occurred in here in Florida. Like our mental health facilities, pretty much all of them are terrible. All of them are terrible, unless you go to a really expensive one. And even still, like we have some pretty expensive ones that are still hot garbage. So mental health, and in any shape or form, in Florida, unless it's if it's not like a major facility, right? You know, private care, of course, is perfectly fine. But like some major facility, they're all terrible. But then again, I mean, a lot of people would say that it's institutions in general are bad. So, but that's neither here nor there. Major point still, we've got like 2 billion some odd dollars you already don't do anything with. You don't need to lower that as is to then find a way to do less. Like I also said, we need Momdani-nomics. Like we need a full fucking dig it up and fucking start all over again, like situation. Like this is fucking terrible. Like it's falling apart. Florida's really falling apart. It's pretty bad. We've got like small towns that are just, I guarantee you, they're dying because we've still got towns that are full of mom and pop businesses, and there's no way they're doing okay right now in this economy. There's no fucking way they're doing okay in this economy. And with shit like this, if people aren't smart and vote to pass this shit, it's going to make it harder for places like that because they can't afford to do all the shit on their fucking own. So they guarantee you those places are getting government assistance in some way. You know, what the hell? And then let alone 60% seems massive amount. Yeah, right. It is it is a large amount, and that's what sucks. Florida's kind of a place that isn't really too politically savvy against Republicans, and that's the thing. Republicans want this to happen. Because I mean, this kind of really does align with conservative beliefs, right? Like, kind of, sorta. Like they don't really spend money too much. They don't spend. They don't do government spending in the ways that benefit people, right? So why would they? And they just line their pockets, really. And this is going to line their pockets, right? Because these people have properties that they're getting taxed out of the wazoo. You know, some of them are probably millionaires, if not all of them. They don't want to be taxed. They see what's happening in New York. That's what it is. They see what's happening in New York. They don't want to be taxed like that. They don't want to be taxed like that. So they're jumping ahead and trying to get rid of property taxes altogether so that if somebody does eventually get elected into office where they're like, yep, tax the rich, well, how are you going to do that? There are no property taxes here. Oh, you came in after. Okay, got you. That's what's happening is our fucking elected officials, our legislation here in Florida has decided to try to get rid of property taxes because of what I just said. That literally they see what's happening in New York. They see what Mamdani is doing with, like I said in there, I said Mamdani-nomics. He's a socialist, so he's taxing the rich. He's taxing these people right here. Right? Like these people right here would be taxed more. So now they're worried and trying to jump ahead of what might be a flood. It might become a federal situation if Democrats do take Congress. It might become a federal situation and across the board, all people of a certain financial standpoint get taxed appropriately. Because that's the thing. Here, people don't get taxed appropriately thanks to Republicans. Republicans have progressively given people of a certain tax bracket, high tax bracket, cuts. They get taxed less than me, which doesn't make any fucking sense. At the end of the day, they get taxed less than me. Why does the person who makes 10 times more than me get taxed less than me? They should be getting taxed more. That's how that should work. They should be providing to the economy more. That's what taxes are for. Taxes are to stimulate the economy. You start taking taxes away, the economy is going to suffer from that. That's wild. That's conservative shit. That's conservative thoughts. That's sweeping the globe simply because classism's more of a thing than political parties. At the end of the day, classism is more of a thing than political parties. That's why you have people crossing lines within parties. You've got Democrats who vote for Republican shit because they're rich motherfuckers and they're really and truly conservative, right? You know, they want less taxes, right? Because that benefits them. They don't fucking care about you. They care about themselves and their family who are rich. That's interesting that your conservatives want to do that. Yeah, for us, it's socialists. It's neo Democrats, democratic socialists. They're the ones who want to tax the rich over here. Our conservatives, as you can see, our conservatives are the ones who are like, to get rid of taxes altogether. What are you talking about? Which that hurts them too. I don't get why they think that's a good idea. Like, what? What do you mean? Like you live here too. That money helps benefit your area. So, but then again, I guess they would use up the little bit of money that's available to fix up their areas and not other areas, right? At the end of the day, there's still going to be taxes going to fix things. And they're just going to fix up their areas, and that's it, which they already do. The party I voted for, far right Nazi, blah blah blah, as they call them, refused their pay increase benefits and something else I can't remember because they believe they get paid well enough for what they do. Like what? Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy how it's just I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of wild. I mean, you're in Portugal, so it's your system's different than ours, so I took a read after stream on what you said on stream to actually understand better. I notice triple parties, even though they have the same name, same for different things. Which raises a question in my head. What do you mean same name? I mean, they're all different names. Like the main two, we have more than two, but people say it's a two-party system because it's always one of them winning. The Democrats and the Republicans. Those are the main ones. So they don't have the same name. Oh, socialism. I mean, doesn't really exist too much. And that's what I was telling you. Ours. That's why I was saying I like socialism because it over here where we do have it, it helps people. And I think I might have said in your stream that like over here, it's different from yours. Like I understand why you don't like yours. Um, I mean, hell, if you've got parties like you said over there, that's pretty crazy. Um, and your whole thought process over there seems to be different anyways because you're socialists anyways. Like you were saying, your conservatives want to tax the rich while the people who are in charge, I'm assuming who are socialists, want to not tax the rich. And that's backwards for us, obviously. Our democratic socialists are neo Dems, as we call them, neo Democrats, because we have neo conservatives as well. Those are the Nazi motherfuckers, the fascists. And really some old ones are joining them too. So we can't act like it's only the new ones, but I digress. and some old Democrats are joining the neo Democrats too. It's the same on both sides. Um, but yeah, our democratic socialists are very much almost aligned with communism, like the good things in communism. Let me put it that way. Um, all the reason why young people and people during the civil rights movement and things like that aligned with communism, like democratic socialists embody like all the good things about that, but they still give power to a government system. So that's why communists don't like that. Communists don't like a government system being in power. 50 plus years of socialism, and we got poorer and poorer. And honestly, we're over privatized as shit. Private companies rule Portugal under socialism. Like, isn't it supposed to not be over capitalist? No, yeah, that's not socialism. That's capitalism. They're lying to you. That's capitalism. Socialism, the people are supposed to be the ones that essentially are in power. That's you're essentially the same as us. So with that in mind of what you just said, how exactly can I trust the word socialism and communism or whatever if the word lost its entire meaning worldwide? I mean, I wouldn't say it lost its meaning worldwide. It's definitely lost meaning there from what you're telling me, because that's not socialism. That's definitely not communism. That's definitely not communism. That's so far from communism that's not even funny. That's not socialism, and it's definitely not even. I mean, you could try to argue that's democratic socialism. You could try to argue that's democratic socialism, but I mean that's basically what people who are heavy communists say would happen here if we became democratic socialists anyways. It's just gonna turn into some shit like that. So that's why they're against a government system, because they feel like, well, they'll just run it to the ground anyways. And by putting the people in power, the people that they put in power, they would just put the rich in power still, and those are major corporations, right? So that's why a lot of communists are still anti Democrats in general, even if you are a socialist. But there are some who are like, nah, I'm okay with democratic socialism coming into play as long as we eventually work to communism, right? Um, and then but yeah, that's are you cooked? I mean, I truly don't know. I could ask you the same about my country, right? Like this is wild right now. This is wild right now. Like, things are being uprooted. Protections are being uprooted, and we're only in the second year. We still got 2 more years of this. So I don't know. I don't know. Because even still, we still have to see what happens. Even if we get people who are aligned with justice and for the people into office this November, even if we do that, we still have to see what happens. We still have to see what happens. Um, because there's no guarantee that we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel after these people get put into office. There's no guarantee that they're going to do their job. They have a long-standing history. There's a reason why people say do nothing liberals, right? Do nothing Democrats. There's a reason why. There's a certain generation of individuals that act like they're doing things, but they're only doing things for specific people. It's kind of no different. Two sides of the same coin. So we'll see. I mean, as a person, individual, thinking everyone seems super happy with the fucked up world we got. Well, I mean, I'm not happy with it, obviously. I wouldn't be doing this if I was happy with it. I don't like I would only be doing Star Citizen stuff if I was happy with the world. Like, I've been, as they say, radical before I even turned 18. I've been into politics all my life. Look at this right here. I have no choice. I have no choice. Like, I've not been happy with the world for quite some time. So I don't know. I mean, maybe in your circle you're seeing people who are just like, oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've lost friends because I had people who were just happy with the world all the fucking time and acting like nothing's fucking wrong and not voting. I had so many friends that did not fucking vote, like fresh out of fucking high school. Like, we're sitting here, all of us sitting here talking about, how Bush Jr. is bad for the country, and oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Shit ton of them didn't fucking vote. Shit ton of them didn't vote. Literally every night we're talking about this shit. Every night we're talking about this shit. Like, I'm thinking, man, we're adults. This is wild. This is real fucking shit. Like, I actually found like some friends that are like legit and like we're actually adults. We're not fucking around doing stupid shit fresh out of high school. No, I'm the only one that voted. Not really the only one. Like I some of them voted, but like it just a lot of them did. And it's just like, what? So for the longest time I've been in your shoes, I guess, of going, nah, this ain't right. Around a bunch of people who are like, what do you mean? Like, on a regular basis on my social media. Like, you should follow me on like threads and shit if you have threads and shit. Like I get into the shit a lot more on there. Like, I flat out tell people, like, it is that serious. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I've been saying that for the longest time. It is that serious. We got to this point here in America on a slow play. This was not a overnight situation. Let me just make that perfectly clear. If it wasn't Donald Trump, it was going to be somebody else that did this. This was going to happen eventually. This was planned. This is not some overnight shit. This is not a come to Jesus moment for racists and nationalists in our country. He is not this random savior like they act like he is. This country was built for this to eventually fucking happen. Okay? The Republicans have slowly been pushing us. Sorry, I don't mean to ignore the couple of things that you've said. Like, I just have this running point that I have to get out. This country has been slowly built to do this situation. It has. Like, the classism has always really been a thing. Like, people, like the race war, like when people say race war. Like, yes, that's legit. Like, the race war is a thing. And just an FYI, like, on my Threads profile, it probably causes fucking problems. I say POC, I don't say black. I hate the term black. I hate the term black. Black isn't even a color. Black isn't even a color. The only time that we act like black is a color is when we're talking about melanin for some fucking reason. Black isn't even a goddamn fucking color, while white is the embodiment of every color. You telling me that wasn't planned? You telling me that wasn't planned? It's not even a shade of gray. Look it up. Black is actually the absence of light. Light is the embodiment of all colors. Black is true black. Actual black is the absence of light. When you turn the fucking lights off, that's when black shows up. Otherwise, any color of black is actually purple. It's the darkest, is a shade of violet. Black's not an actual fucking color. You're telling me they didn't plan that shit out? Their color is the embodiment of all color and abundance, and then we're void, nothingness. You telling me they didn't fucking plan that out? And it's a hot take. I obviously can't say that around other black people. I have. Like, here's my thing. I used to call myself brown, but then all of a sudden Latin people were like, oh, we're brown. And it's like, and don't get me wrong, there is, like I told you, there is Portuguese in my bloodline, but really and truly, when I say person of color, I mean black. That's what I mean. I mean that's what I mean. Okay, of African heritage, of African ancestry. That's what I fucking mean. And even the Portuguese bloodline in my family is from Cape Verde, during Portuguese occupation. So, like, even still, it's still African. The Portuguese heritage is still technically African. So, it's Black Portuguese. So, but nonetheless, like, dude, it, like the whole black thing perpetuates the race war. We're literally, we are all brown. Non-white melanated people are all a shade of brown. That whole black and that melanin is black and brown. All of a sudden, black is a fucking color. What? All of a sudden, we classify it as a goddamn color. What? But no, let me go back to what you were saying. I went off on a fucking tangent. And it irritates me because so many people I see in comments also think that POC only means black, and some people think that POC means everything but black. And it's like, what? Like, see, it causes so much confusion. Like that, those words cause so much confusion. Like Latin people, we don't call, like, all of a sudden we start calling them brown. We didn't call them a color before. Do we call Asian people a color? If you call an Asian person yellow, that's rude. You call a Native American person red, that's fucking rude, bro. Why the fuck do we get called a fucking color? No, I digress. I digress. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I need to get off that. I mean, I noticed you're also getting over surveillance cameras, letter readers, phone trackers. Like, what is going on there? Oh, the tracking. That's ICE shit. That's ICE shit. That's literally Trump is going to start rounding up various different demographics. I'm a little bit worried that he's trying to get a push to start rounding up trans people, because that's why I don't. Like I said, you should really follow me on social media if you want to know about these things. Threads specifically, if you have a Threads. But he just put out this recent. Here, just, you know what? I'll pull it up for you. I'll specifically pull it up for you. We already went over it on a different episode, but I will pull it up for you. It's my pinned actually.
Deem enemies. Quote, "We will find you and we will kill you." Signed by President Donald J. Trump. And I want us to pay close attention to the language in this document, because the last time
you should really get Threads. It's very informative.
A lot of people said, "Fuck that document."
More informative than TikTok.
Shit, it is what it is. And then 53% of the goals in Project 2025 actually became reality, like the regression of voting rights across the country, the rollback of LGBT rights, the decimation of the Department of Education, and a dramatic increase in military budgets for more wars, among many other things. Like Project 2025, this document also has a lot of propaganda that's used to justify their bigger motives ahead of time, because in it, they use a lot of coded language that emboldens white supremacists for what's to come. For example, it says, "Last year, I rightfully designated the deadly cartels as terrorist organizations."
TikTok is trash.
And began using the strength and power of the
taken
US
to court
military
for being
to
racist.
stop and destroy their operations. Now, here's the key difference between what they say and what actually happens. Because if you remember, on day one, Trump did sign an executive order that designated drug cartels as terrorists. But that executive order included two very specific gangs. One was Tren de Aragua, and the second one was La Mara Salvatrucha, also known as MS-13. Both of those gangs are from South America, and the importance of that is that they needed to designate gangs from South America as a code to greenlight the racial profiling of everyone who just looks South American, using the lie that they are MS-13 to legally justify their illegal deportations even as U.S. citizens. Because that's exactly what they did to Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man that they illegally deported to El Salvador, claiming he was MS-13, where it was then found by a judge that he wasn't MS-13 at all. So now that we know that this is their strategy, who else are they coming after? Well, the counterterrorism strategy is specifically saying Americans have witnessed the political motivated killings of Christians and conservatives committed by violent left-winged extremists. Now let's be very clear, that left-wing extremist label is a label that conservatives use to call anyone who disagrees with them. But then they go on to say, quote, "Counterterrorism activities will prioritize the rapid identification and neutralization of violent secular political groups whose ideologies are anti-American, radically pro-transgender, and anarchist. We will use all the tools constitutionally available for us to map them at home, identify their membership, and use law enforcement tools to cripple them operationally before they can maim and kill the innocent. They're talking about anyone who isn't MAGA. They're saying that they will deem anyone who isn't MAGA a left-wing extremist and un-American to legally justify surveilling you, finding you in your home, and neutralizing you. And by neutralize, I mean that there's a reason Trump is urging the Department of Justice to reinstate death by firing squad. And if you still don't believe me, look further into the playbook where it talks about counterterrorism strategies that are necessary against the new and deepening alliances between the far left and Islamists. For example, the Red and Green Alliance. And the Red and Green Alliance is MAGA-coded language for both radical leftists and Islamists have utilized the master frame of anti-globalization, anti-capitalism, and the master frame of anti-colonialism and anti-imperialism to elicit support from the widest range of people. Translation, they're talking about people behind a politician like Mamdani, because essentially what they're saying is Mamdani, a Muslim mayor, is a threat to the American way of life because he disrupts and exposes the exploitative state of capitalism and corruption that benefits
Which isn't
the
against the law,
ultra-wealthy
by the
elites.
way.
You know how I know? Because in his first 100 days, Mamdani
Being
has delivered on his biggest
anti-capitalist is
campaign
not against the
promises
law.
like free
So I
universal
don't-
child care, assembling a rent guidelines board that creates the conditions for rent freezes, established the Office of Deep Theft Prevention that has
That's like
negatively and
saying,
disproportionately
oh, you don't like
impacted black
Republicans, you're
families,
going to
won
jail.
a $31
What?
million settlement in court against slumlords in the Bronx to give back to tenants,
Which is essentially what they're saying.
$12 billion budget deficit that he inherited without cutting any social services for people, and finally fucking tax the
They're
rich.
actually
This entire
not going to
counterterrorism
jail.
strategy is only the
gonna kill
beginning
you.
of a radical authoritarian government trying to legally justify illegally targeting anybody who dares critique MAGA, capitalism, imperialism, and the lie of American exceptionalism. That's what the fuck is happening.
Like, see, that's what the surveillance is for. That's what the boost in surveillance is for, so that ICE can go do their fucking thing, all over the fucking country. So, to answer that, honestly, skin color Portugal means jack shit here. No one gives two shits about it, which is amazing to be honest. However, the third world country motherfuckers, black, brown, yellow, purple, white, orange, whatever. Now that we have a problem with, I fucking hate white man and black man equally that come illegally and are pieces of shit. Here we are having a really big problem with third world country shit. So you're having immigrants coming in, stirring stuff up. That's no good. If that's happening. It's alright to talk without VC stimulation. Absence of color. Well, we pissed for not knowing this. What does Rhea not know? Huh? I mean, you were talking about the color black. What does she not know? Never thought of it that way. Oh shit, you know what? Remember color pencil? Pass me skin color pencil. Well, that is fucked. I mean, we never really called it that. So what the fuck? Maybe that's a Portuguese thing. I respect it, I like it. That's why I say stuff like white, black, brown, yellow, orange. I just saying colors to identify with whatever you want. At that point, I respect all. No, Threads. Yeah, like I said, Threads is the only reason why I said TikTok is I said Threads is more informative than TikTok. I know a lot of people have made TikTok their video encyclopedia. In my opinion, Threads is much better. Because people can fact check people with community notes and things like that. So you know if something's accurate or not. And generally things are accurate. Generally, a lot of educated individuals come on there and post things. A lot of journalists, a lot of, you know, doctors, just a lot of people who are actual experts, are on there. But yeah, if you have Instagram, you can instantly create a Threads. So as long as you have Instagram, which I'm sure you do, you can instantly create a Threads. You just click the Threads icon. Which I shouldn't be sitting here promoting Meta. Meta's not the greatest fucking company, but you are a streamer as well. so I want to help you out. Yeah, the threads icon I believe is like right up there in the top right. It's an at symbol. Yeah, meta sucks, and meta's. I feel like meta's racist as well, or at least their algorithm is. I'm pretty sure it was proven because it likes white faces more than black faces, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure that was proven. Well, let's not say black faces, melanated faces, dark melanated faces. By the way, y'all light skinned people are melanated too. So I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say melanated people. All people are melanated. I apologize about that. But darker melanation people, I believe the algorithm does prefer lighter skinned individuals, and that's why they get pushed more than us, unfortunately. Is that intentional? I don't fucking know. No, you're good. I got you. I got you. I know it's just a bunch of bullshit terms that the auto mod isn't allowing, and I need to put them in as allowed terms. To be honest, but I just haven't thought about it. But yeah, I would say if you fuck with meta, get threads. It's worth it. I mean, having a Muslim mayor didn't work very well for the UK, but yeah, some of these are fucking wild. When people shrug their shoulders about these things, they're giving away their freedom little by little. Yeah. She is a photographer. The absence of light is black. She keeps telling me this, and I forget. That's funny. Oh, so you were saying she's gonna be mad that you forgot that? Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? Like black isn't even a color. Like it's not a thing. Like, and I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Pretty sure that was intentional. Pretty sure that's part of the whole race war situation. And it's funny, like I said, to hear somebody say, "Oh, the race war this, the race war that." I don't vote, but yet you call yourself black or whatever thing that perpetuates the race war. You believe that race is even a thing that should be a thing. It's a social construct. Like it's not real. It's not real. Like we have more similarities genetically between you and me, most likely, than people who are also of my demographic. So like what, like I don't understand. Where what So just because the skin color is different, we're gonna sit here and now we have to label that, and then, but then there's people who are in your demographic that are probably my skin color too. Just like there are people in my demographic that are your skin color. My daughter, one of my daughters, is your skin color. Like, what are we talking about? What are we on about? um, let's see, where was I? What is it? A Portuguese thing? I don't even know what you were saying then. I worked for those cunts when they changed it. Oh, meta. The No, you're good. I used a lot of bad words. Have I been censoring myself? I don't even know. Like, I might be censoring myself just because I'm in like serious mode. But my father is a retired naval officer, so he's a sailor. Have you ever heard the term curses like a sailor? Yeah. Yeah. I hate the N word and I hate that people overuse it as a my people word. The word was made to mean bad thing and people. Well, it's the whole championing the cause and fighting back. Fighting back. You're claiming it back, as they say. Claiming it back. It really and truly that started in the gay community. The gay community did the whole claiming it back thing. With a lot of terms that were said about us. And it just kind of similar thing happened with the black community as well, because of course they're black gay people, so it kind of segued into the whole mannerisms. Like there's a lot of mannerisms that bounce back and forth between the gay community and the black community because civil rights movement, gay rights movement, feminist movement kind of all happened at the same time. So a lot of people forget that those three groups are heavily intertwined. Like boomers, those groups are heavily intertwined. Gen X, those groups are heavily intertwined, and it kind of dilutes a bit going on in further generations. But yeah, so I mean, as long as it's a soft A, I'm fine with it. Like I'll say it few and far between online. And I think because I say it so little, I think that bothers people sometimes. And then also because I say I'm a POC and not a black person, I think that bothers people as well because they act like I'm not allowed to say it because I don't, I'm not a real black person because I don't say I'm black or whatever. I don't fucking know. But it's not like people, there's gay people that say, I'm not going to say the word because I know it triggers some people in my community, the F word. And I hope you know what I'm saying by that. FA, and then more letters. Like there's gay people that call themselves that. And a bundle of sticks, right? Like that's what people say it means. Like there's people that call yeah, British cigarette, right? Like there's people that call themselves that, right? Like that's the whole championing it back, the claiming it back thing, right? Like there's lesbians that call themselves the D word, right? The waterway, right? Um that's what they are, right? Isn't it a waterway? Like they will call themselves that. But then here's the thing where I have a problem with this situation is that you say we're claiming it back, we're taking it back, we're making it an okay term, but only I can say it. Can we be real? Can we be real? Like, I'm just like, what? Like that just you knocked your feet from under yourself with that one. You did that. You did that. Like, what are we talking about? Oh my god. It's like I don't understand. Like it's like they blow my mind. They blow my mind. It's like you want to champion it back. You want to make it a better word, but then you make it not a better word when certain people say it. No, when you say it, it's still a bad word. Huh? I think people just like any excuse to cuss and be vulgar. It is, yeah. I mean that's true, but you can just fucking do that, right? Hey, fuckity fuck, shit, piss, cunt, fuck, cock, sucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, twat. You don't need an excuse to fucking do that. Like, I it just infuriates me. Like, I do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I will always have an opinion about it. And I'm a content creator. And I'm a chatty ass fucking gay. So I'm going to fucking say it. I'm going to say my opinion. I am going to say it, whether you like it or not. I don't fucking care. But like, that's just some dumb shit. You're setting yourself up for failure with that, I feel like. If you don't want certain people saying it, then you shouldn't be making it an okay thing to say for anybody. Like people want to do things and make changes all the time, and then they don't like think it through. And then when the shit starts fucking happening, then they're starting to backpedal and then change it up. And then, well, not this, but this, and no, it. Oh, by the way, what's up, Ari? I didn't say hi. I'm sorry, babe. But like, it's like, fuck, man. Fuck. What are we doing? What are we doing? We want equality. We want unity, right? We want to come together, right? Is that what we want? Is that what we want? I actually should be asking that. Actually, that's a real question. Is that what we want? Do we actually want to come together? Do we give a fuck about being one unified group at some point? Or do we just like arguing? I saw two men having a convo, and one of them called themselves the N-word. The other dude, the white dude, said, "You are not an N, you're a person." That shit is what makes me want to fight more. Like, bro legit said, "Don't even call yourself that, you're a person." Not what the word meant. I mean, and see, at the same time, though, I'm going to say this. You can't tell people what to say. You can't do that. Like I said before, do whatever you want to do. Say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to have an opinion on what you're doing. And then you can do with that as you will, right? You can do with that as you will. Free will. That's the one thing that I'm going to take from that fucking fantasy tale book that they keep trying to thump at me and tell me I'm doing everything wrong. Free will. We have free fucking will, right? So you do whatever the fuck you gonna do within reason, right? Within human laws and within the laws of nature, right? Stay within those confines, obviously. So in turn, that should lead to you not fucking with anybody and not disrupting anything if you follow that, right? And you can still be an idiot. You can still say stupid shit. You can still fuck up while you're doing that, right? Like, who cares? Whatever. That's you. That's your life. Like, I don't like we need to stop caring so much about what other people are doing unless they're fucking shit up. And even if we need to stop only caring when the shit they're doing is fucking up our own lives. Because remember, the butterfly effect is very much a thing. The ripple effect is very much a fucking thing. Somebody fucking with somebody else within your general vicinity is eventually going to trickle down to you. That's when trickle down economics works, people. When people are fucking with people on like a global fucking scale. Right? We see people fucking with Latin folks here. We can't just sit idly by and let that shit fucking happen for several reasons. One, it's the right thing. We shouldn't let this shit happen because it's wrong. But two, even if you're a greedy fuck, you should be thinking, well, damn, if I let them do this to these fucking people, what's stopping them from coming after me at some fucking point? For any given goddamn reason. Like I said, they might be eventually trying to do this shit to trans people. They might be trying to round up trans people. I might not be on this motherfucker in a couple of months. Who fucking knows? That's the greedy side of me thinking about this, right? But first and foremost, I'm a socialist, so I think of, well, it's just fucking wrong in general. That's why I'm fucking on here talking about this shit. That's why I'm always talking about this shit. I talk about this shit during my fucking streams, right? Like y'all already fucking know that. I mean, I am called racist for having an opinion about illegals, and I look at the fuckers that call me that and be like, bruh, that's not racism. That's nationalism. There's a difference. Racism and nationalism are two different things. Like, really and truly, they're both not good. To be completely honest, I know they're both not good. But if they're undocumented people who are doing bad things, then they shouldn't be there. So that's valid. I mean, that's valid. Like, I get that. If they're actually, undocumented individuals doing bad things, then they need to be deported. Obama deported a shit ton of undocumented people that were doing things that they shouldn't do. Well, no. I'm going to correct you. The actual definition of nationalism is inherently bad. A lot of people are trying to misconstrue the actual definition of nationalism on purpose. Do not listen to them. Nationalism, by definition, is inherently bad. You do not want to be a nationalist. Nationalism is inherently bad per definition. There's nothing good about nationalism. It's not supposed to be good. It's only supposed to label people who are talking about immigration negatively in bad ways that are disingenuous. So if you have good intentions with immigration, you are not a nationalist. That is incorrect. Just so you know. So you shouldn't be happy that somebody's calling you a nationalist in any situation. Right. I mean, here's the thing. You are entitled to say you don't want immigrants in your country for any reason. You're entitled to say it, right? Um like I said, if it is in a nationalist way, that's inherently negative. So therefore, if someone feels that you're a nationalist, they're going to call you shit, right? Because it is inherently bad. So if you call yourself a nationalist and someone that actually knows the definition of nationalists hears you say that, they're going to think you're shit. So just to preface all this conversation with that. But then at the same time, you've also got people who are very open the borders, right? Let everybody in, let everybody in, let everybody in, open the borders, and then we figure it out afterwards. They're, of course, going to call you shit because you think an immigration process should be a thing to begin with, right? Ridiculous. Like here, I say we have an immigration problem in the sense that we don't process people to get them in as citizens fast enough. Like I was talking to you before, good God, we're like 30 minutes over. But it's fine, whatever, we're good. If we go long, I don't fucking care. I'm waiting on the maintenance people to come and fix my AC anyways. But like we talked before, like currently they're trying to make it to where green card applicants can't even be here while they're applying for the green card. So like even if you made it over here and we have asylum, like you're supposed to be okay, especially if you're going through the process, you're supposed to be okay, right? There shouldn't be you're gonna get deported situation. But they're trying to get it to that point where it's like, no, you can't be here until you got some type of documentation that says you can be here. That send that statue back to France. Send that statue back to France. Send that lady back to France. Just pack it up, break it down, send it back. Send it back. Or just like tarnish it up. Stop cleaning it. Just tarnish it up. Tarnish it up. Let it tarnish up. Let it just deteriorate. Just fuck it. Shut it down. Don't let people walk in it. Don't let people tour it. Just nah. Y'all don't fucking care no more. Y'all don't fucking care about what America is no more. Y'all are changing it the fuck up. Y'all changing up what America is. Like I said, these motherfuckers said America is for America. What they mean by that is I said Anglo-Saxon fucking white Christians. That's what they mean by that. They don't mean anybody the fuck else. They don't mean people who have been here, their families who have been here for a long ass fucking time. Hell, Native Americans obviously aren't included in that either, who were here before them. Weren't Mexicans here before them too? Like, what? Like, I think they actually don't know history. I don't like, I know, like, they've got intelligent people over there on that side too, but like the ones that actually speak, like the things that they speak on, like I don't know everything, right? Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything, but like the things that they speak on, like there's always things that aren't like major key points that aren't correct. Like I'm sure there's some things that are incorrect in what I'm saying, but like I doubt they're like I'm incorrect on major key points that I'm talking about. Jesus Christ, I actually use sources and things when I'm talking. So like I feel like I'm not that inept. Like these people are inept. Like holy shit. Like what? Like they don't even know how we became what we are. And like the things that they keep dismantling and destroying. Like you're literally weakening the foundation of America. You're not making us stronger. You're not making us great. You're literally making things worse. Like, what do you mean? If we dumb things down to one singular ideology, what do you think's going to happen? Like that's the problem. They're in an echo chamber of people who all like they actually do. They all think the same fucking way. They all that Stepford fucking shit, right? Like if you like unknown, you might not know Stepford. I know Ori. I'm sure Ori knows Stepford. But Stepford is it was this whole like the Stepford wives thing. Like it was like this whole thing where like everybody was cookie cutter, everybody was the same, the houses were the same. The whole like I guess that kind of fell into the nuclear family thing. Like it's just this weird lemming, like the creatures lemmings, like the hive mind, same fucking person over and over again. Everybody's the same fucking person, kind of thing. Like it's culty, it's weird, it's cringy. Like it's actually cringy. Like cringe gets overused. Like this shit's actually cringy. It's creepy. Like this is horror movie ish. Like what the fuck? Because these people are in power now. Like, and they want to then manipulate the rest of the country. And then they're signing up with Zionists now. Zionists want to take over the whole fucking goddamn world. These megalomaniacs. Like these fucking fools don't even realize that they're resigning power to people who are even worse than them. They do the same fucking shit, but they're worse than them. Motherfuckers who learn from their oppressors, essentially. Doing Nazi shit over there in fucking Europe. Shit's wild. Shit's wild as fuck. Blows my goddamn mind, man. Blows my fucking mind. How the human mind works, like, blows my fucking mind. Then once again, you have the nerve to say race is a fucking thing. What makes us separate and unified at the same time? All of us in this chat right now are different races, and we seem to have similar and diverse viewpoints on things. Obviously, there's similarities and differences between all of us. It doesn't matter what the fuck you are. Europe do be getting worse by the minute. Like everywhere's getting worse by the minute. Everywhere. It doesn't matter. It's not just America. It's not just Europe. It's not just Asia. It's not just like Australia's having shit going on too, right? Like recently Australia had a group of people that they won't even talk about outside of Australia pop up that were so bad they won't even fucking talk about them. They tried to destabilize like the whole system that is Australia so much and were so bad that they legally are not allowed to fucking talk about it, guys. How wild is that? There was a party. I don't even know if they were a political party. I don't know what to fucking call them because I don't even have enough information. I just know it was a group of people that tried to destabilize the way things just work in Australia. And they can't, like, that's the most information that like an Australian person can give you who is a person outside of Australia. And like I don't know if this is their way of dealing with MAGA by being like, no, we're not even gonna fucking give them a platform and talk about them. We're not doing MAGA here because they're socialists in the very help you, the very very much help you sort of realm. I guess the extreme opposite of you guys in Portugal. And very much not us also. Like they just give money to their people, kind of socialism kind of thing. Like their people are thriving. Like if you're unemployed, you might still have a house and be fine and have a car and all kinds of shit. Like you could be unemployed and be just fine. Like I'm not saying that's necessarily a good thing. Like that's mm, mm. I mean, if the country has enough money to do that, I guess whatever. But like, anyways, I'm just saying. Like, like people are well to do, so right? Like, I don't know. Maybe MAGA did try to start there, and they were like, "Nah, bitch, we're not even giving you like a platform at all. Like, y'all are gonna be fucking stamped out of existence." Like around here, I don't know. It's crazy. Some shit fucking happened that they cannot talk about. It's weird. Is weird. Like a bunch of Australian Star Citizen streamers have like hinted towards it. I've at some point in their streams, and they're just very much hush hush. Like, yeah, that's all I can say. That's all I can say. And like one of them damn near like jumped on somebody's shit in VC. Was like, no, stop talking about it. We can't talk about it at all. Don't no, stop talking about it. Like was about to cuss him out. This shit was wild. Asia seems nice to live there if you don't talk too much shit or have. I was saying that about China. China makes me think of Latveria. China makes me think of Doomville. Like they have the Daibo system. So like if your income is shit, the government will help you. So really and truly you're still doing okay. Um like when you see like on TV and shit, like you're wondering why, like how those people are surviving in the slums. Well, because the government still gives them money. Like, yeah, they can't find better living conditions, but they can still survive because the government gives them money. Um, like jobs are you can find a fucking job in China. You can find a job in China. You can find a job in Japan. Like it's not that's not a difficult thing to find as far as I know. Let's see. Their electric car system is pretty fucking good. Um, it's better than most places. Um, but then the problem is that there's a lot of regulations that they don't have there. Like that's another place where technically China is communist, but that's another place where capitalism thrives. So like businesses are allowed to do a lot of shit over there that they're not even allowed to fucking do over here. So there's a lot of pollution problems and things like that. Just work conditions are fucking shit. Um, the criminal system's pretty bad. The prison system's far worse than ours, and ours is not good either. Um, like it is. They're nice things, but then they're also, like you said, right? Don't talk too much shit, or you're gonna experience the bad parts of it, the not so good parts. Once your rights are gone, the little rights you got, once those are gone, oh boy, oh, you better not be from out of the country. Oh, you better not be from out of the country. You better not be. Oh boy, mm, no, mm, no, 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 mm, no. Yeah, that shit's Japan. I would say Japan in Asia. Not to sound like a weeb, but I would say Japan would be the go-to for me if I did Asia, an Asian country. Yeah, Japan's actually the number one out of the country place I want to visit. That is the first place that if I ever plan a trip out of the country, that would be the first place I'd go. If I cannot go there, I'm not going to go anywhere else. I don't give a shit. Like I know places, closer to here are cheaper, obviously. Like Mexico and so on and so forth. Um, but no, Japan's it. That's my thing. That's what I want to do. Go to Japan. Huge anime fan. You wouldn't know it because I don't really reference anime too much. I guess because it's not my part of my identity anymore, really, right? Like I don't like equate things to anime a lot, compare things to anime a lot anymore. Like when I was younger, I definitely did, right? Because I watched so much fucking anime that like I couldn't help but like make connections between, you know, my daily life and anime. There were moments when like I would make connections between D&D and life a lot. When I was a forever DM, I was always referencing uh D&D to life for some fucking reason. Um but now I don't swim in pulp culture too often anymore. I spend most of my time being a content creator. Like as of late, the reason why I haven't even been streaming a lot lately, this time is not even health wise. I'm staying consistent with this, right? Like this is every Wednesday. We're doing this every Wednesday morning. But the Star Citizen streams, the reason why I haven't been regular with those lately hasn't even been health reasons. A few weeks ago it was health reasons. But lately it's just been I've been really buckling down on the social medias, threads especially. I've always wanted to garner a large and real presence on threads. I really like threads. Um, it's just so unfortunate that I built up a large following early on when the platform started, and a bunch of those people don't use the platform anymore. So then now my account looks like it's buffed with fake followers. That's what people assume. Because I've got like over 1,000 followers, but like none of my followers react to my shit really. Like a handful of them react to my shit because most of them aren't active anymore because it's from the beginning of the app. Um, and that's unfortunate. That hurts you in the social media spaces. For professional accounts. Because, like I said, people assume like, oh, you got fake follows. I'm not following you. This is probably a fake content account or some shit like that. And it's just like, well, for one, I most of my content is this as of late. Be putting up clips of this shit, so it's fucking real. It's me fucking talking. What are you talking about? Or it's short Star Citizen stream shit, or it's reposts of other people because I am one of those creators that I like supporting other creators. Now, here's another fucking thorn in the content creator situation. If you don't know this, there's some content creators that think that when you're supporting them, they feel like you're trying to get them to support you or you're trying to get in with them or something like that because those people are probably part of the entertainment business. They know they've been in the entertainment business, so then they fucking like have that mentality built up, and it's unfortunate. You're just trying to support them and then they think you're trying to like use them in some way, so then they don't even like show you any fucking attention. It's just kind of fucked up. It's kind of shitty because it's like, well, yeah, I'm a content creator, but how do you know I'm not just trying to support you as an audience member? Like, what the fuck? Ugh, it's a bit upsetting. It's a bit upsetting. Chew, I'm going to slap some brain cells on SC now. Will lurk. Thank you. Appreciate you, Unknown. Um, You're the only one chatting, so I'm probably gonna call it at this point, because we already went through all of the things that we were chit chatting about. You know what? Let's look and see notifications. Let's see what notifications we got. Let's look at that. Uh, uh, yeah, these have been getting some attention. But yeah, it's just funny though, because like you see, it's like I've got like I said, I've got 1,013 followers. I get views, but then like there's no nothing on nothing. Like it's slight reactions. Like on one post I did get a shit ton of reactions. But like most of my posts, like my followers, I don't even know if they see it to be honest, because Meta is one of those things where like when I go on here, look at that, see plus sign. Now, mind you, it says for you, and then you can switch it to following. But most people look at the for you page, and it's kind of crazy that like, okay, there we go, there's somebody I'm following, but then like someone, not someone I'm following, not someone I'm following, there's someone I'm following, but then not someone I'm following. And really and truly, it's only because 142, 143, it's probably because those are getting attention. Because look, that was 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago, and that's at the top of the list. So even though I follow him, I would not have seen this possibly if it hadn't have gotten all of that attention to then bump it up to the top of my list right now, even though it was posted 4 hours ago. And this is an individual who does news covering on a regular basis throughout the day, every day, and gets a lot of attention, a lot more attention than me. And it's still required him to do a little bit of numbers to eventually show up at the top of my feed. What? What do you mean? And then let's see, his 2 hours ago. See, this is what I was talking about. Lighter face, darker face, algorithm. Fuck you. But anyways, that's it, y'all. We're gonna call it. We're getting into the 2 hour range. We usually try to keep this at 1 hour. But yeah. As I want to remind you, like I said, I'm just here giving facts and then also giving my opinion. I like to think it is an educated one. Is it unbiased? Probably not. But it's all in our best interest, really. I'm not out here trying to manipulate anyone. I'm just trying to give you my perspective as a socialist. Socialists generally want to make it a better place for everyone. Trust a socialist. Trust a goth. They'll do you right. That's all I gotta say. Hey, how's it going, Exploit Chaos? You just caught us while we're shutting down. The podcast is going into 2 hours. I was just trying to sign off and tell everybody that I'm just the messenger. I am not someone you necessarily need to go and do everything I tell you. I'm actually not even telling you to do anything other than, stand up for your rights. That's it. That's really and truly what we're here for. Telling you to stand up for your rights, and I'm giving you a safe space to talk. Oh, you got a question? Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I guess I should have done a Q&A portion, huh? That was rude of me. My apologies. Go ahead. Depends on what it is. Depends on what it is. Yeah. I don't want to promote anything that won't no, you're good. No worries. You can DM me on any of my platforms. My platforms are all on here. All the links are on here. You can even whisper me in here if you want. Let's see. We even have a Discord server. There's that. Yeah, it just all depends on what it is. Just if it's something that I feel like the audience will benefit from, and it's something that I like and I would use, then yeah. Otherwise, obviously no. Yeah, I do appreciate you chatting. Appreciate you being here. But like I was saying, I'm given facts. I show you the sources and everything. These are legitimate journalists. Um, it might be a little biased, but like I said, I'm a socialist, so it's all for the benefit of everybody. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I would do. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you my perspective. That's what I'm telling you. And like I said, trust the socialist, trust the goth. I don't necessarily identify as a woman, but trust a black woman and trust black femmes. I mean, studies show they have shown that generally people do trust black women more than any other demographic. That studies have shown that. But yeah, if you like it here, come back. We love you being here, even if you're lurking. Appreciate you. Go out and do great things, y'all. Love you. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Ooh, the mic did not mute. By the way, I totally didn't know the music was playing the whole time. I apologize. Oh my god. I hope that wasn't bothersome. I really do. I'm so sorry. Love you all. Bye.